Hello and welcome. I'm Ant, the AI old-timer. Well, what a week it's been so far. Monday obviously saw the inauguration of Donald Trump, and it looks like he's hit the ground running. This might be breaking news for some of you. I just found out about it and quite blown away that Project Stargate, which actually goes back to last year. It was a project between OpenAI and Microsoft to create the AI supercomputer. No, now in a very big joint collaboration, which I think was announced in I don't know, somewhere in the White House. I've forgotten now, but $500 billion is going to be spent over the next 5 to 10 years into Project Stargate, which is a company, a joint venture between OpenAI, Meta, Microsoft, Donald Trump's administration, Nvidia, Oracle, and a bunch of other tech giants, but they're the main players. $500 billion. I mean, I can't even imagine how much money that is, 500 million. Well, in fact, as a kid growing up in the 80s, £1 million was an awful lot of money. In fact, that was one of my first goals, was to be a millionaire. Yes, I mean, what are they going to try and do? I mean, it really looks like Donald Trump is especially with the tech giants that were there at his inauguration on Monday, that he really wants to put America at the forefront, not just with Silicon Valley, but really be right at the cutting edge of all of the new tech that's coming out of AI, blockchain technology, etc. Which I do think, as one of the trends, this century. Wow, I watched something the other day that sort of compared the digital age transformation that we're all living through at the moment, very similar to the change from the agricultural industry that we had to the Industrial Revolution. Once upon a time you had a lord, landed gentry with lots of farmland and lots of serf workers working that land for him to make a living. And then the Industrial Revolution came along, and all you needed was a plot of land and a factory and some machines. That's similar to what's going on with this technological revolution that we're going through now. So, the money, as far as I can tell, is going to go into building a lot more infrastructure so that they have more compute. That's basically computer power, for those of you like me that didn't know, which basically means more data centres. It's a shame here in the UK, with our ridiculous net zero targets and some of the highest energy prices in the world. It doesn't matter what Starmer says, like, oh yes, I'm going to use more AI and technology. Well, if we've got the highest electrical power, we're not going to grow the economy. This is why thousands, tens of thousands of our millionaires are fleeing this country to go to the likes of Dubai and America, because the opportunities are just better. If I didn't have links here in the UK, I would be off like a shot. So basically Donald Trump and all these tech giants really want to put the US at the centre of all of this new technology, which I think is absolutely fantastic. Watch this space over the next 10 years. So in the same news thing, it was a Wall Street Journal thing. I might, if I can find it, I might put the link to it down here. But they were interviewing one of the execs from OpenAI, and it's quite incredible what they've got coming down the pipeline very, very quickly, actually. I'm sure many of you are aware with ChatGPT 03 and now 04, and again, light years apart. And that took about 18 years to go from ChatGPT 3, which was mind-blowing at the time. But then ChatGPT 4, wow, hands down, it's a million times better. That took 18 months for that change. So this will give you an idea of how fast this tech is changing. They've since been developing the 01 range, which is now morphing up into the 03. It's a new assignation, so it's completely different to what we currently know. And this tech can actually reason. So a good example would be like if you and I were trying to work out a crossword puzzle answer, and you've got 13 across is blah blah blah, and you have a rough idea that it might be discombobulate, but then you're going to check of those going down to see whether or not, oh yeah, that's going to have an O there and that's going to have an L there. Does it fit with that? And it can actually think and reason things out, which I think is an incredible step. And now they've gone from 0.1 to 0.3, which they reckon will launch in about 3 months' time. Absolutely mind-boggling that actually took less than 3 months for it to go. And to give you an idea of how they explained it, the 0.1 model would have been ranked about a millionth as a coding developer programmer in the world, and then very very quickly it went to the few thousandth developer. It's now currently they're saying it's about the 175th best coder and developer in the world. I mean, that is mind-boggling, absolutely mind-boggling. So probably about March time we may see this roll out, and I mean that sort of leads me on to the topic. I'll try and keep this one short because it seems people prefer the short form, but again, if you like longer things, and obviously as my knowledge grows, I will do longer things and do some tutorials. I've got a guide that I want to put out for parents, because I think that's an area where I think you can actually give your children an advantage over their peers if you start getting them used to using this technology early on. But I see that as the biggest challenge for most people, myself included, is the rapidity of how quickly this technology evolves. I'm still backpedaling and learning the basics, but it seems no sooner have I got that under my belt that new development comes out, and another new development, and another new development, and a lot of big tech companies are already developing different agents and APIs and things like that just build on each other. And so I'm certainly enjoying the journey. There's an awful lot to learn. I'm spending a lot of my time just studying and watching videos, listening to videos, taking notes. Hopefully I can condense it all down in an easy, digestible way for all of you that are watching. Hopefully that's why you're watching. I'm also on the sidelines because I've been a bit of a social media hermit, really. I'm quite a private person. I can do these sort of videos. It's quite easy for me because I'm just talking to a camera. But as far as social media, I haven't really liked it that much. I find it a bit of a distraction. There's a lot of clutter and a lot of noise on there, but I have now finally succumbed and spent a bit of time getting a LinkedIn page set up and an X page, and I actually put my first Instagram post up. My wife had to show me how to do that, yes, and I'll be doing another video telling you how I managed to use AI to write code for me for my new website that's coming out. So that's a little update from me. Hope that was helpful. Again, leave me a comment if there's anything particular you want me to research. And thank you very much for all your support. I think I'm up to 19 subscribers, which is pretty amazing for the short amount of time that I've been posting. So cheers, and I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye.